What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Stranger's Minds. I'm Fernando, and today we're going to react to Scareflix 12 scary videos that will leave you terrified tonight. So, without any further ado, let's just get it started.
As a man hikes deep in the mountains, he stumbles across some type of symbolism on the ground, followed by what comes next that sent shivers down our spines the first time we heard it. Here it is. So I've been hiking the Ramona Pass, and the trail I came across this is that? It's like a pentagram. Oh no. Is that? It's like a pentagram. Oh no.
I mean, damn, is that all we're getting? Because, well, I mean, there's a lot of crazy people out there. So, even when I went to Kings Park Psychiatric Center, you see symbols all over the place done by graffiti, people just being all kinds of weird because it takes one special person to go to an abandoned psychiatric center and just try to conjure up evil entities. And that's exactly what has been going on there at Kings Park in Brooklyn, Long Island, New York. So yeah. Now the fact that somebody started screaming, I mean, you're out in the wild. So you know, yeah, I guess it's a pretty good number one. Hopefully the person that went and recorded this, he's okay. But yeah, not much to see here, so let's keep on going.
As this man explores this haunted asylum, he can't help but to feel not alone. After hearing some noises, he decides to investigate. This is what he captured.
Really creepy in here.
Oh, I know this guy. I actually reacted to a couple of his videos, and he's a solo investigator for some reason. I'm not one to we only get one life, so I tend to cherish my life a little bit. Not saying that, this guy he's doing anything wrong, but I don't see no pros in investigating anywhere by yourself.
As I walk, it sounds like people are talking. I don't know if that's just the sound of my feet echoing or what.
I don't know what's this. I don't know what this white thing in the middle of the screen is. The original video that I've reacted to previously didn't have that yellow ball popping up in the middle.
Bones are still there. It's nasty. What the hell? What the hell is that? Something's up there. The sound of my feet echoing or what? Bones are still there. It's nasty. What the hell? What the hell is that? Something's up there.
Man, all I'm gonna say is this: is that it only takes one incident for you to be in serious trouble. I mean, even running away, you know, could have tripped, fall. There's glass all over the place. There's just, it's almost like an obstacle to just get out of there, and you're running. So, another thing is that, safety first, you guys. If you want to do these kind of explorations. I mean, this is what I like to do. I like to go to places and just explore. And as I explore, I have a voice recorder, obviously cameras, and, make sure to catch Stranger's Journey. I'm planning to remake all of the videos from the very first. And, just keep an eye out on that one. That's going to be fun. That is my investigations out there in the field. So, but yeah, yeah. I mean, it's all about safety, you guys. Like going to these kind of places, it could be very dangerous, and if you're by yourself, you're just vulnerable.
This couple came home arguing and possibly attracted so much negativity from yelling it summoned forces around them to cause this poltergeist experience. This is what was captured.
Like you a lot. No, they don't.
That's the only
they
reason.
like yeah, they like me. They're my friends, but they're my but they like you a lot.
I mean, a lot of times when I react to these videos, one of the things I look for is, why would there be a video in the first place? Like, so over here, apparently the couple, I mean, I've seen this video also, and apparently the couple are recording themselves arguing. So, okay. I mean, I don't know why you want a freaking a record of the argument, but sure, let's go with that.
You're acting fucking rude to me.
They're not trying. That's just how they. They're not trying. That's just how they.
Yeah, guys. So all of that stuff could have been easily orchestrated, and you know, uh, that's all I'm gonna say about this one. And I mean, I've already reacted to it. I think it's fake. Even the girl, reacting to the fight, she was, it didn't seem like it was an authentic fight. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but we've been around females when they want to fight. That's not how they fight.
This woman was cleaning her house with her daughter while her daughter was recording her. While she pans the camera, we see something sinister in the hallway. Check it out and let us know what you think.
¿Qué hace, mami?
Limpiando porque está bien lleno de polvo la casa. ¿Y tú ya hiciste lo que te mandé, hija?
Sí.
¿Ya viste que ya pusieron la tele?
No.
Para ponernos a ver películas y comiendo palomitas.
Sí.
Ya hasta que llegue tu mande.
Mami.
¿Eh? Ahorita quiero que me ayudes a recortar tu... Y ya en la otra casa ya vamos a comer. Ahorita que lleguemos allá ya vamos a comer. ¿Nos tomamos una foto, hija?
I have to say that this is probably the first time I see a video that the video has some sense of credibility to it. I mean, when my son was younger, he would just grab a phone and just start recording things. I mean, so having a child do this, it's incredibly innocent. So that is a good catch. Unless all of this is taken from somewhere else and somebody edited in. I don't believe that if this is fake, that the people, the kid recording, the people in this video had anything to do with it. But yeah, I guess, from a standpoint of what, this is what paranormal activity is often about. It's about, it's almost as though the entities, um they know what we're doing and they don't want to be on camera. Like they're extremely camera shy. So sometimes you be catching something like off the side, or it's very difficult to get that holy grail evidence of like a full body apparition, or that's extremely rare. And my thing is EVPs. Like I love to walk around with a voice recorder, and if I am talking, asking questions, and even if I'm with, I do a lot of investigations even with my son. So if it's just me and my son, I just like to hear the playback and just catch if there's anybody else there, knowing that there's nobody else there. That's amazing.
This man was walking home late at night when he has to cross under a bridge. What's waiting for him on the other side is surely to give you nightmares.
That's a weird hallway.
Hello? 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 Oh my god. No. Hello? Hello? Oh my god. No.
In the evening, one man set out on an unusual.
Oh man, you guys. All right. So, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, that could be terrifying. Very terrifying. Now, from my perspective, that was just somebody at the end of the tunnel, most likely with the person recording. So it is a weird hallway. Not, I'm gonna give you that. It is a weird hallway. But yeah, I don't think there's anything paranormal about this.
Quest to communicate with the departed in an old forgotten cemetery. Armed with an EVP spirit box, he decides to ask the dead questions. These recorded responses will make you a believer.
Cemetery, me and Pork Chop. We're gonna try to do an EVP session here at the cemetery with the ghost box. We'll open up with a prayer to Saint Michael. Saint Michael wrote for the ruin of souls. Amen. I'm Josh and I got Brandon here. Is there anybody around that would like to say something to us? Did I hear Bob or Nate? Can you clarify that?
When they ask questions, they start to receive answers, and it starts to seem like the team starts to get a little bit terrified.
Is there a James around? We would just like to know if there's anybody here around that'd like to say something to us, try to communicate. You can do it through this little white device or this little black radio I have. there anybody out here that thinks that they're living, or do you know that you're dead? Does anybody know what town we're in? Got it. Does anybody know what town we're in?
Oh man, there goes Earth. Look, I'm gonna share you guys a story. I was in last year. Last year, I went to Connecticut, and we went to the house. We investigated for 3 days, 4 nights in this house. And during our stay there, we ended up doing a Estes method session. So if you guys aren't familiar with the Estes session, it's when you are blindfolded and you have noise canceling headphones while listening to the spirit box. And you can, the person that's, that's blindfolded listening, you can't hear anything beyond the spirit box. So there's another person there. He's asking, he or she, sorry, he could be, this person could be asking questions and they'll see our responses. So basically, you're just there with your senses limited, and you just repeat what you hear through the spirit box. Um, that session was very profound. I am going to see if I could edit it so I could put up like the best parts, because there was one part where this guy that I used to investigate with, he asked, "Do you know who you're speaking to?" And I said his name right away. So I do believe that the spirit box is a very cool, very good equipment to have, but it all depends on how you use it. So if you are in like out and about in the middle of the cemetery, let's say, a spirit box, it works with radio transmission, and it is, basically it surges through each station. So you'll be catching certain words, certain phrases, because you are going through radio stations. So what is profound is when you're asking questions that are very direct and you get a reply. You cannot just go by everything you hear because it's a radio station, switching, the device, it switches automatically depending on how fast you want the frequency to go. Is going to, it's going to pick up radio stations. So, recording the way, recording the actual spirit box, like listening as it switches, and asking the questions is a very good way to get that solid, evidence of communication. But it is very profound. It's actually one of the things that I like to use and do in my investigations. So let's continue on.
These men were in an old abandoned haunted prison when one of them goes alone downstairs to the holding cells and catches something unbelievable on camera. Let us know in the comments what you think. Hello, David. So my name is Jim, and I'm from Plano, Illinois. I've been investigating the paranormal now for about 5 years, but I've always been intrigued by the paranormal since I was a kid. I had my first experience when I was 5. The house we lived in at the time had a lot of activity. We would see several apparitions looking at us from our bedrooms at night. Things constantly going missing or moved, and our clothes would be in a basket, come back, and they'd be dumped on the ground. The video I captured was taken by the old Paulding Jail in Paulding, Ohio. We were on the second floor in the jail cells when we started using the Necrophonic app. I decided to break away alone to see what type of evidence I can find. I shot the video on my iPhone 10 using an app called Night Vision Zoom 10X. I didn't know that the shadow figure was there until the next day when I reviewed the evidence. This was the first time I captured the video, a full shadow figure.
Okay. Okay. I mean, this is a very good catch, you guys. Very good catch. Because even though the grittiness of the camera, and then with these apps that you get on your phones, that it's not gonna be like 4K, you guys. It's not gonna be not even 1080p or even 720. I would say there's like less than that. But I like how it appeared and disappeared all within the same frame. Also, as it was leaving, it kind of almost turned into a ball. So even though the quality is gritty, but you would still tell due to the distance from the camera and the shadow figure, you could still tell if it's a real person or not. This definitely looks like if it's a shadow figure. It's a very good catch. I've never seen this video before. I like it. I like it.
This man was alone with his daughter at his house. As he hears noises coming from his daughter's room, he sees his daughter is still asleep, but then the noises start coming from her closet. This is what he captured.
I don't know what that was, though. She is something. Whatever it was not even waking her up. Nah. Come on, man, she's in here sleeping. Come on, man. You need to get out of her room.
I'm sorry to say this, man, but geez. I mean, I know sometimes you cannot probably keep up with the cleaning after a child. But wow, man. The kid looks comfortable. I gotta give it to you. Although I have to say that a parent, I shouldn't say that, right? Myself, and that you have to protect your kid, right? Like you didn't even check the closet. You kind of almost ran away, left your daughter there. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. These clips, I guess, just comes to show you that not everybody has what it takes to do what we do, and the fact is that if you're trying to record a paranormal activity, you need to try and give us a little more detail because anybody could have been hiding in the closet, right? So, it just all depends on what perspective you have and what you're trying to do. Because if you're going to record your daughter sleeping and, because you were hearing weird noises, you have to go fully in if you want help from anybody, regardless if they are a paranormal team or even the church. We need more because we cannot go by this, not at all. Because we need more.
This woman was at home alone for the holidays. As she gets home, she suspects someone is in her house because her stuff has been moved around. What she captures on camera is sure to leave you nightmares.
What the hell did I just? None of it is real, you guys. First of all, you know, somebody, could be recording like this, or somebody could be recording stretched out, having the way, you could actually just move everything, and all fabrication. That was really, man, sometimes I do think that ignorance is bliss, because I don't know, I can't remember the last time I was like scared due to paranormal activity. Like, ah, I miss those days. I miss being innocent and not knowing what the paranormal was. And when something weird or crazy happens, that you're like, oh, now as a paranormal investigator, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. Real paranormal investigators find this intriguing. We all get scared at some point because of the shock, like the surprise. But as far as like being scared, it's been a while for me, guys. It's been a while.
This couple wakes up to hearing something banging downstairs. When they start to take a look, they soon start to realize that they are dealing with something not of this world. Take a look from their eyes and let us know what you think it is in the comments.
Oh, it's one of these videos.
No hay nada acá abajo.
Yo vi.
Yeah, putting it into a perspective, that if this was real, that is exactly what I'm talking about. As far as the father with the daughter, you know, at least this person went through with the video and tried to. This is what I'm talking about. Even though I don't, let's give it the benefit of the doubt that this was real. Um, I feel like the dog was even reacting to it. He was reacting to everybody's, reacting, trying to, do this video. That is as far as the dog was going with, right? So due to an animal being on the video, I was going by the animal's reaction, and let's the benefit of the doubt that this is real. Um, Seeing something like this and then just pulling away and you chasing it, that takes some cojones. That takes some cojones for sure. So that's what I'm talking about, though. Like, if you are trying to capture an activity and you want to use it as far as to get either help or get some answers, that's what you got to do. Unfortunately, there's no other way. Just be safe about it. Don't do anything crazy. And the more you try and communicate with the entity, it will potentially get more curious to the point that, oh, now you're noticing me. Let me do some more so we could try and talk. So, be prepared that you might be entering a entering a situation that you might not be ready for.
A man alone in his home hears and sees something unexplainable in his rooms. This is what he encounters. Let us know what you think this unexplainable thing could be.
What the f*** is that? What the f*** was that? Bro, what was that?
I don't know how I feel about that, because I mean, I like his reaction. His reaction felt authentic, but did it even move on camera? I didn't notice if it moved on camera. If it moved while it was still in frame, then I guess, I guess that's pretty cool. But even though, this is what I'm talking about. Like, uh, it could have been anybody inside that room holding a freaking Muppet on the side of the door. So yeah, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, I liked his reaction. It felt authentic. Maybe it was a prank and he didn't know nothing what was going on there. But it all depends on with who he lives with. It's the we got to react to what we get.
This video was submitted by a user named 421feedme. Supposedly, it's supposed to be from the dark web, but let us know what you guys think.
Mom!
Oh man, holy crap. Yeah, that video is definitely fake, but it would be terrifying for somebody just watching this in the middle of the night. But you guys, this is it. This is all what we get. So if you were terrified to the point that probably can't sleep tonight, please leave a comment. And if you are enjoying these kind of videos, do what you do when you like a channel, hit that like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.